Happy President's Day. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. We moved from the heart to the President's Day of leadership and legacy, which is we got to go back to work. Um, there were so many things I learned last week. This perspective versus perception is particularly related. I put an article just below us that states that January was awful and there was no deals that were happening. That's not true in our markets. We had a fine January. It was lovely. Even though the people on the other side are still problematic, still doing some really ridiculous things there, it's get in the perspective or yeah, perspective of your buyers who are reading this kind of information and expecting big discounts. It just may not happen. We are making deals happen. There are concessions happening. You guys are doing a really great job of keeping deals together. And that was the other thing I wanted to talk about was the power of the tactical pause in your negotiating. Because it I've seen any number of deals that our agents didn't think would come together, but even let's just say an example. The seller's price we know is too high. You do the work, you figure out where the price should be, and then you come in and your comment to the other one is, how am I supposed to get there? And you stop and you just hold that pause. That is so difficult for so many of us. And I relate it back to any number of things, but our attention spans are dying to fill that space. And a lot of times you will find they will start to negotiate themselves down. It's my seller's price. Okay, well, can you tell me how you got there, how your seller got you there? And I've seen two deals in the last week come together because our agent provided the information to the other broker and the price came down to where it should be. And they made the deal happen just from solid, slowed down communication back and forth, a lot of questions and a lot of pauses in there for them to fill in like, oh yeah, well, it was just the seller and oh, we can't negotiate. I mean, we can't justify the price. And then it's like, well, I've got all this information. I'm happy to go through it with you. You can present it to your seller. Okay. Well, and then they make the deal. So it's there's just a lot going on right now. Up those negotiation skills. I put several down there. If you look at the Jefferson Fisher thing, it definitely, that's a great one for the car if you want to listen while you're driving around. The first one is Chris Voss, the FBI negotiator. That's a ton of my stuff comes from there. He's just absolutely brilliant when it comes down to it. So listen, I hope you had a great weekend. Let's make it a great week. Work on these skills. Take this information and put it into practice when you're communicating with buyers and sellers because this is going to be a great week. Talk to you soon.